Hi, it's Matt Potratz, and as always, it's my privilege to get to connect with you again this week. I've been thinking a lot lately about how much my life has changed, and how much I've changed as an individual even. As I mentioned before, it felt at one point like I'd lost everything, but now so much of what I do today is more fulfilling than I ever experienced before I went through my stormy season of life. To some extent, we are nearly all fulfilling a dream, or at least a vision of what we want to accomplish in life. At a young age, we start envisioning our future and saying things such as, when I grew up, I'm going to be a basketball player, or an artist, or a hairdresser, or a toy maker, or really any of 1,000 things, depending on what interests us. And as we grow older, we begin to dream bigger, add more detail, and even make a plan to reach that specific goal. We might get to where we're smooth sailing down the path to realizing our dreams, but then we lose a bolt or a part fails and the wheels fall off and we suddenly skid to a halt. We keep our enthusiasm and begin to gather new parts in order to get up and get running again. And sometimes it's an easy fix and the dream train is back on the track in no time. Other times, however, the train is badly damaged and nothing we do seems to work to get it going again. Soon we get disgusted, throw our tools down, and give up, assuming that our train wasn't meant to make it through very far in life. And we walk away, failing to realize that there was a new engine sitting on a different set of tracks just a few feet away, ready for us to take the helm and go. Why don't we see it? Because it's on a new railway that leads to a new dream. And we never took the bullseye off the old dream. We couldn't reach the old dream, so we chose to accept that it was a valiant effort, but that we just weren't meant to succeed the way that some are. This, unfortunately, is a picture of a lot of lives when dreams fade. Our dream fades, so we stop dreaming, and we settle for a lifestyle of existing, watching the clock, and waiting for each miserable day to come to a close. I'm a very visionary person, and I had a dream to excel in the sales and customer service field. I worked customer service in college, became a shift manager at a large sporting goods store, and after business college, I owned my own power sports dealership. 5 years in power sports led to my career in automotive sales at a very successful and well-respected Toyota dealership. I had a dream to be general manager, honestly, when the time came for the existing GM to take his dad's chair as president of the company. After 3 promotions in 2 years, I was training to become the general sales manager, just one step under my dream to become the GM. So I was no doubt on track to realize that dream. It appeared that nothing was going to stand in the way of that dream. But then I closed the store and locked the doors Saturday night, February 28th, 2009, not knowing that I wasn't going to open the store Monday morning. I didn't finish my GSM training, and I didn't become the GM. I fought death, regained consciousness only to endure an agonizing pain and tremendous loss of motor skills and ability, and that dream became the least of my concerns. But I didn't lose all hope. After 3 months hospitalized and a ton of therapy, I went back to work and got my dream back in the crosshairs. 8 months later, I had to accept the reality that my body and brain were not the same, and I was not able to do that job anymore. My dream faded. I went home with a choice. I could either wallow in my dreads or dream a new dream. Although scary, I decided it was time to realize my future plan to write a book. And with that, I was going to become a speaker, neither of which I had any idea how to make happen. Bobby Kennedy said many times, "Some men see things as they are and say, 'Why?' I dream things that never were and say, 'Why not?'" Dreams change as life changes. My dreams were interrupted by something we all dread. I learned to dream a new dream in the midst of my dreads. My dreads took my attention momentarily, but I starved my dreads of energy they could soak up in order to feed my new dreams. And I can honestly tell you that Although there are things about my business career that I do miss, I would never trade my new dream for the old dream. My dreams today include investments that have an eternal lifespan. Albert Pine once said, "What we do for ourselves dies with us. What we do for others and the world is and remains immortal." Nothing can stop the investments I make in lives, not even death. Even if I die tomorrow, those of you reading or watching this will carry on. One of the first things I read when I came home after my business career dream faded was David Foster's discussion that there are only 3 types of people in this world: crawlers, coasters, and climbers. I read through it to read the following. Climbers recognize the difference between molehills and mountains comes not in their degree of difficulty, but in their significance. On the next page, he went on to say, remember this: if it doesn't love something, lift something, build something, appreciate something, and bring God pleasure, it is nothing but a molehill, a heap of mud, or a pile of manure. Today, my new dream has me on a ride where loving, lifting, building, appreciating, and bringing God pleasure are parts of my daily routine. I'm certainly not suggesting that your existing successful career is the wrong dream. It might be exactly where you're called to be. However, when dreams fade, do not close the book. Instead, look for the next chapter. Dream a new dream in the midst of your dreads. Align your dream with the will of God and live your dream where your passion. Have a great week and dream big.